The lights are still on in a Manhattan office tower. Desks are clean. Screens glow. But half the people who used to sit here are gone. No layoffs announcement. No protest. No headlines. Just silence. Something replaced them, quietly. And most Americans didn't notice. For decades, automation hit factory floors. Blue-collar jobs were first. But now, the algorithm has moved upstairs. Law firms, marketing agencies, banks, hospitals. This time, it's white-collar, and it's happening faster than anyone predicted. The numbers behind the silence. In 2023, Goldman Sachs estimated AI could impact 300 million full-time jobs globally, with advanced economies like the US facing the highest exposure. Meanwhile, McKinsey projected that up to 30% of US work hours could be automated by 2030. Not factory work, office work, emails, reports, analysis, coding. The lawyer who lost his edge. In 2024, major US law firms began using AI tools to review contracts. Tasks that took junior associates 10 hours now take software 10 minutes. One legal AI platform reported reducing document review costs by up to 80%. That means fewer junior hires, fewer promotions, fewer ladders to climb. Wall Street's new analyst. Investment banks are deploying AI systems to analyze financial reports, detect fraud, and generate research summaries. JP Morgan has publicly stated it uses AI in over 300 use cases across the company. An internal report revealed certain AI systems could complete analyst tasks in seconds. Wall Street isn't firing loudly. It's just hiring less. The marketing department disruption. Content generation platforms now write blog posts, add copy, and product descriptions instantly. A 2023 survey by Resume Builder found 49% of companies already use AI tools like ChatGPT, and 30% plan to replace workers with AI. Marketing, customer service, HR, entire departments shrinking quietly. The coding myth. Developers once believed they were safe. Then generative coding tools arrived. GitHub reported that over 50% of code on its Copilot-enabled projects is now generated by AI. Startups that needed 10 engineers now need 4. Productivity increases. Payroll decreases. The productivity paradox. AI increases output. But here's the uncomfortable question. If one employee can now do the work of 3, what happens to the other 2? Companies call it efficiency. Workers call it uncertainty. The layoff pattern. In 2023 and 2024, tech companies announced over 400,000 layoffs globally. Some cited overhiring. Others cited restructuring. But earnings reports often mentioned one thing: AI-driven efficiency. Not always replacing jobs directly, but eliminating the need to refill them. The invisible replacement. This isn't robots walking into offices. It's dashboards replacing analysts, chatbots replacing support staff, algorithms replacing interns. No protest. No factory smoke. No warning siren. Just fewer job postings. And more automation. Healthcare's hidden automation. Hospitals across the US are deploying AI to read X-rays, analyze scans, and flag abnormalities. The FDA has authorized 500 AI-enabled medical devices in recent years. Radiologists aren't disappearing overnight, but fewer are being hired. Accounting without accountants. Major accounting firms now use AI to automate auditing, invoice processing, and tax preparation. PwC invested over $1 billion in AI initiatives. Tasks that require teams now require software. Entry-level positions shrink first. Consulting's digital brain. Consulting giants deploy AI to generate strategy reports in minutes. What once required weeks of research can now be drafted in hours. Clients pay for insight. But AI produces insight instantly. The value equation is shifting. The HR filter. AI now screens resumes before a human sees them. Up to 75% of resumes are filtered by automated systems in large US companies. AI doesn't just replace workers. It decides who gets a chance. The corporate experiment. In 2023, IBM announced a hiring pause for roles that could be replaced by AI, potentially affecting 7,800 jobs over time. Not layoffs, just not replacing people. This is how the shift begins. Productivity explosion. Studies from MIT and Stanford found generative AI can boost worker productivity by 14 to 40%, depending on task complexity. Companies see growth, but growth doesn't always mean more hiring. Productivity explosion. Studies from MIT and Stanford found generative AI can boost worker productivity by 14 to 40%, depending on task complexity. Companies see growth, but growth doesn't always mean more hiring. The middle class risk. White-collar jobs built America's modern middle class. Finance, law, IT, management. If AI compresses these roles, what happens to upward mobility? The skills shift. The World Economic Forum reports that by 2027, 44% of workers' skills will need updating. AI doesn't just eliminate jobs, it reshapes them, fast. The new hiring standard. Job listings increasingly demand AI proficiency. Knowing how to use automation tools is becoming as essential as email once was. Adapt, or fall behind. The freelancer wave. Millions are turning to freelance work as AI reshapes employment stability. But AI tools also compete with freelancers, writers, designers, analysts. The competition isn't human anymore. The startup advantage. Startups today launch with tiny teams. AI handles customer support, coding, marketing, analytics. One founder can now build what once required 20 employees. Lean is the new normal. The psychological toll. Surveys show rising anxiety among knowledge workers about AI displacement. It's not unemployment yet, it's uncertainty. And uncertainty changes behavior. Silent corporate strategy. Executives don't announce AI replaced 20 staff. They say, operational efficiency improved. Language softens the impact, but the impact remains. The college question. Students pursuing law, finance, or coding now face a new reality. Will their degree compete with algorithms? Tuition rises. Automation rises faster. Economic concentration. AI advantages large corporations with capital. Smaller firms struggle to compete. Power centralizes. Wealth concentrates. History shows what follows. The wage pressure. Even if jobs remain, AI may reduce salary growth. If productivity doubles, employers gain leverage. Negotiation power shifts. The remote factor. Remote work combined with AI means companies can hire fewer people globally. Geography matters less. Competition increases. The productivity trap. Higher productivity doesn't guarantee higher wages. In past automation waves, output rose faster than compensation. AI may repeat that pattern. The white-collar illusion. For years, white-collar workers believed their jobs were safe. Creativity, strategy, judgment. AI is now challenging each one. AI in government. Federal agencies experiment with AI for document analysis and decision support. Public sector efficiency may improve, but staffing needs may decline. The insurance industry shift. Insurance companies use AI to assess claims and detect fraud. Faster processing, fewer human reviewers. The banking automation. Chatbots now handle millions of customer interactions annually. Call centers shrink. Support teams consolidate. The data economy. AI thrives on data. Companies with more data gain stronger AI. This creates dominant cycles. The talent gap. Demand grows for AI engineers, but routine white-collar roles contract. Inequality between high-skill and mid-skill workers widens. Historical echo. When ATMs arrived, bank teller roles shifted. They didn't vanish, but changed. Will AI follow the same pattern or accelerate beyond control? The time compression. Industrial revolutions took decades. AI advancements evolve yearly. Adaptation windows shrink. The corporate dependence. As companies rely more on AI tools, dependency increases. Outages. Bias. Errors. Who is accountable? The bias problem. AI systems inherit bias from data. Hiring algorithms have faced scrutiny for discrimination. Automation isn't neutral. The transparency gap. Most employees don't know how AI systems evaluate their performance. Decision-making becomes opaque. The reskilling race: corporations invest billions into AI training programs, but not everyone adapts at the same pace. The entrepreneur opportunity: AI also empowers individuals. Writers launch newsletters. Developers build solo SaaS tools. Creators scale content. Replacement and empowerment coexist. The new elite: those who master AI gain leverage. Those who ignore it lose ground. The divide widens. The global competition: if US companies hesitate, international firms accelerate. AI is also geopolitical. The regulation debate: policymakers debate how to regulate AI in workplaces. Too strict, innovation slows. Too loose, workers suffer. Balance is fragile. The next 5 years, experts predict automation adoption will accelerate as costs drop. The transition phase is now. The adaptation path: workers who integrate AI into daily workflow become more valuable. AI may replace tasks, but humans who guide AI remain essential. The core question: is AI replacing jobs or redefining them? The answer may depend on preparation. The decision point: history rewards those who adapt early. Industrial shifts create disruption, but also opportunity. The lights in the office are still glowing, but behind those screens, the workforce is transforming. Silently. Quickly. Permanently. AI isn't a future headline. It's already rewriting the present. So here's the real question: will you let it outpace you? Or will you learn to lead it? If you want to stay ahead of what's coming next, subscribe now, because this shift is only getting started.